Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk to you guys about the stock market and how it's going down crazy. So whether you're into investing or not, you can't help but notice that the stock market has went down a lot lately. Over the last 5 days or so, there's been this quote unquote fear of this epidemic happening. Now, I don't know why YouTube doesn't really like people mentioning this in their videos, and I guess it's because there's a fear around it, but I'll just play some tabloids on the screen or whatever. But basically the stock market has went down. Now a lot of people have thoughts around this fear like it's made up, or it's, the media's just pumping fear and things like that, and pretty much that's what the media does. If there's anything to fear, the media is going to grasp hold of that, and they're going to make that, the biggest thing that you remember all day long, especially the stock market. Now in this video, this is for people who are investing long term. I'm not talking about traders, because if you're trading, there are ways you can trade and actually bet against the market as it goes down. So understand, even though that the market's going down, there are a lot of people, especially on Wall Street, that are still making money. I bet you're probably wondering how is that even possible, but I can maybe do a video about that later. Just make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned. But whatever the case is, with the market going down, whether it's this news or if it's any other type of news, you can't necessarily control that. But what you can control is you can control your emotion. So if you're worrying or if you're fearing right now, just stop. Take some time, get your head together, maybe stop reading the news so much. And yes, if it's a real threat or whatever outside of the market, meaning like to our personal health and things like that, then yes, pay attention to what you may need to do just to make sure you stay safe. However, in regards to the market, just, maybe take a breather, take a breath, just get away from the news, the tabloids, because that fear can cause you to start to make the wrong decisions. The worst thing to do is to make a decision, while you're very emotional or you're not stable at all, especially if you're fearing something. Because the thing you don't want to do is you don't want to get caught up in this fear and then you end up making the wrong decisions, whether it's buying or selling, in the stock market or the funds, whatever it is that you're holding right now. You don't want to make the wrong decision. So it's important for you not to fear. So I'm going to tell you what I do normally when the markets go down like. Now I'm more of a long-term investor, so of course I smile and I like it when the market goes down, only because that means the things that I like, they go on sale. It's not something you haven't heard me say before. It's not something you haven't heard a lot of people say if you tune into any type of market news. But that means now a lot of your stocks and funds and things, they're just a little bit cheaper. So me, what I do is I typically kind of scale down. So I pick different points as the market's going down, and I invest periodically just into things that, I love to invest in. So what does that mean? It doesn't mean that you take all of your money and put it into the market. That's not what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is this. So let's say, for example, you have $100 or $500, $1,000, $5,000 sitting to the side. Keep in mind, you never want to put all of your money into the market. You should always have some money set aside for emergencies, money in a high interest savings account, money that's liquid so that way you can access it when you need to, etc. But then there's some money that you want to take and that you have available for the stock market. So let's say you have $1,000 that's sitting on the side and you want to figure out how you want to invest it. Then as the market's going down, you don't take that whole $1,000 and you invest into the market. Maybe take like $300, and as things are going down, you just kind of watch, pick a point and say, let me make an investment here, let me make an investment there. And so what I mean is, like, with that $300, maybe you cut it into threes and you pick, 3 times where you're going to take $100 and invest into the market all the way down. Now, however much money you want to invest, that's up to you, but I never recommend that people just invest all of their money, especially when the market's going down. Now, it seems crazy. Why do you invest when the market's going down? Like I said, because things are cheaper. More than likely, whether it's today or whether it's tomorrow or it's a month from now or a year from now, whatever you're investing is, it's going to go past what it was previously. That's pretty much inevitable. There's not too much we can do about that. So not looking for the returns today, but you're going to see that money start to make more money and to grow and become more significant as time goes on. It's just right now everybody's caught up in the moment, like, oh my gosh, look at the stock market. It's down 1,000, it's down 2,000 points, it's down 3,000 points. Points means money, by the way. And people are freaking out. Like, I've gotten several text messages from people that don't even really talk to me about investments like that, or don't even talk to me about investing at all. They've sent messages to me about what should they do about investing and just kind of trying to figure out what to do because they see their portfolio start to drop some. So if you watched any of my videos or any video at all, you already know the stock market does retract back some, and it will also bounce back and go past where it is. Like I said, you don't know the time. You're not trying to figure out the time, but a year from now, it's probably going to be back where it was and past that. Now, but is there a time where you should maybe sell? And the answer is yes. Now, if you're looking to sell, here's like maybe a few things that you might want to consider. Now, if you have a company that is like being directly pummeled by this, or it's going to drive the company out of business, like whatever the situation is, and that company is like about to go out of business or something, or their entire business of that company, just broken apart, or whatever the case is, and it's just pretty much no return for that company, then yeah, you might want to go ahead and take your money out. Or let's say, for example, you've invested in something at a really good price and it's went way up, and then you see it starting to come down, then yes, this might be a time where you can actually take some profits. So what does that mean? For example, let's say if you invested in like Tesla stock at $100, and you bought shares at $100, and you saw Tesla stock go up to $900. Well, at the day of this video, it's actually like around $600 as it came down, but it's been hovering between $800 and $900. Now it's down to like $600 or so. But for you, because you invested in it when it was $100 a share, you still have 5 times the amount of your investment. So if you want to take some profits, then yes, it's okay to take some profits now. You can maybe sell just 25%, 10%, 50% of your portfolio, whatever it is you choose. Just understand that when you do that you do have taxes to pay, so make sure you account for your taxes on your capital gain. So I'm not a tax professional, so I'm not going to get into that conversation too much about the tax you need to pay on that, but there are taxes you will pay from the profit. But if you want to sell, that's perfectly fine, and it's definitely understandable. So just consider those things and do your research and look at your situation as a whole, and look at what is it you may be trying to do and what you may be trying to gain. First and foremost, the biggest thing that you have to learn how to do is to not let your emotions run your decisions. So get a hold of yourself, chill out, don't fear, it's okay. I understand, yes, things look grismal, especially if you're watching every single thing the media puts out. I mean, like everywhere I looked, it was talking about the stock market and how it's going down. That's pretty much how it goes. And what it does, it starts to dictate people's habits, and people start to, run and sell everything and sell more stuff and all these different things, and just make a whole bunch of emotional decisions that a year or two from now they end up regretting. But the main thing about this video is for you to understand and not fear, right? And then just make the right decisions based off of whatever it is. If you're someone that's long-term investing, make decisions based off of that. If you're someone that's trading, you make decisions off of that. If you're someone that is a short-term investor, then you have things to think about. But under no circumstances make any decisions while you're emotional and you're fearing, okay? But as anything, this too shall pass. That's just pretty much how it goes. But anywho, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace. Be blessed.